My name is James Williams Jr. And this is Comfort Havoc number 2. So, I don't know if you guys are aware of this, and we all need to be aware of this. I don't want to put anybody in panic mode. Now, let's get that abundantly clear off the bat. And yes, I am playing Mass Effect while I talk to you. I'm sure you guys don't want to see this because I just beat the game and I'm going to post that. And I'm going to start a new video game as well and answer some text messages before bed. And no, I haven't had a chance to actually go look at you guys' comments. I hope to do all that by the weekend. I don't want to make promises that I can't keep. It just depends on how this week finishes off, because we are coming off of the New Year holiday, and it's been a bitch. Alright? So, Donald Trump. I don't know about you guys, but I am going to say this for myself. I honestly, truly to God believe that he really is a clear and present danger. I've seen the commercials. I don't want to go into the commercials because I'm not here to promote that guy. I don't know who he is. I know he's a white guy and he's dreadfully afraid of Donald Trump. And I am as well. After the tweets over the weekend, and the day is only Wednesday, so guess what day it is? It's Trump Day. Okay, so yeah, don't coin that. I don't support Donald Trump in any way, shape, or form. I honestly can't stand the fucker, but it's not every day that somebody who has sex with a magical unicorn that belongs to the devil becomes the president of the United States. Clearly, he been banging the devil really fucking hard. And the devil's unicorn. And he did it so well that the devil's unicorn and the devil went right up in his ass crack. But anyway, we're going to leave it right there. This man done lost his everlasting fucking mind. And if you are a Donald Trump fan and I offend you, well, let me speak to you from a military standpoint. 1942, we're coming on the tail end of World War II, and the Japanese fucked up. Now, don't get me wrong, I have a lot of Asian friends of almost every Asian ethnicity, alright? And this isn't to insult them, because this has been said by them on the engagement of losing with Fat Man Little Boy being dropped on unfortunate innocent human targets in Hiroshima and Nagasaki. For those who aren't old enough to remember that, I'm learning more about it myself. I don't know if there were military constellations or installations there, and if there wasn't, that kind of is a big bad clusterfuck on our end, because if you're gonna go to war, you should probably only target military targets. As a vet, I don't want anybody shooting up my mama's house because I signed up to fight for my country. You understand where I'm coming from? I'm not trying to be a douchebag about that shit, but you know, you don't shoot up innocent civilians because your country decided, hey, let's make a statement. That's kind of what happened. Pearl Harbor was kind of a military installation, but we were clearly not involved until that happened. You know, negotiations maybe, but as far as like literally getting involved, nah, they poked the bear with a stick. The bear woke the fuck up and decided we're not only going to enter the war, we're going to try our damnedest to end the war by taking out thousands of innocent lives. So I can't really say strategically that was a military plan, but it could have been. I wasn't born then. I was born in '73. I was born on the tail end of the Vietnam War, which another place that we had no fucking business there. But there you go. And if you don't believe me, you can ask veterans from that era. They'll tell you, yeah, we really had no business. It was a big fucking drug war, and that's pretty much what it is. Nobody wants to go into the dirt of the wrong on us entering, but at the same time, we did the same thing with Korea. So, you know, it's kind of why we got outposts and shit in those countries, because once NATO was formed, and NATO was a good thing, you know, so NATO is where all the worlds pretty much unite to fight against people in the world who just want to try to take the shit over, kind of like North Korea. North Korea doesn't really want to take it over. They just want to tickle red-headed demon, step troll, son of the devil, president of the United States is balls. And now with this threatening of our button is bigger and our nuclear armaments is better, okay, yeah, big fucking deal. Superior firepower and superior intelligence generally does win wars. But before you push the fucking button, you might want to think about the innocent people that are going to be hurt when you push the button. Because a lot of Korean citizens, it's not like they can just pack up ship, we've won the fucking lottery, and move the fuck out of North Korea. It doesn't work like that. 2 North Korean soldiers have been shot this year alone defecting to South Korea. But of course, their families are probably going to suffer for that because we know how the Korean regime works. And a lot of that shit's not right. You know, I defect, so you want to go kill my parents or my mom, my brother, my sister, and it had nothing to do with me choosing to run for my fucking life. That was on me. They shouldn't have to suffer for it, but that's what a dictatorship does. It makes the innocent suffer. Now, our leader of the free world pretty much don't give a damn about the consequences of the shit that flies out of his fucking mouth. Yes, I said shit. You might have preferred me to say the diarrhea of the mouth that he is spewing on these things called Twitter. So, me not being as up to speed as everyone else with Twitter and whatnot, you know, somebody take that goddamn phone from him because we do have a bigger armament. We may have a more powerful armament. But you know, if they launch this shit first, we're gonna have a motherfucking problem. Now y'all might not agree with me. Y'all might not give a damn. Here's my thinking on that. I don't give a damn if you don't give a damn. Because as a vet, I can tell you I learned some shit that a lot of the civilians were just not ready for. And war, once it starts, it's inevitable that it will spread. And when you have, I'm pretty sure no one's gonna come from North Korea in here with machine guns and shit and try to be insurgents. That's probably not gonna be something that they're gonna be stupid enough to attempt because you know you kind of will stand out like a sore thumb, and that will really be the thing that is your downfall. Where you know it's the same thing as if any Americans go over there that are not of Asian descent, you're gonna stand out like a fucking sore thumb. And I'm sure they'll probably be more than willing to rip us apart if we go there. And since we have been banned from going to North Korea by state mandates, and just like Muslims and all the other people that the freaking people red-headed favorite has voted for, you know, they they have the same things. But here's the thing, man. We're all human. We all bleed red. And we all want to live. No one wants to make offense, and no one wants to be the smelly kid in class, and no one wants to be the smelly person anywhere. No matter what your ethnicity is, everybody likes taking baths. So you might not like it as a child, but when you start getting along with other people, it's very comforting to know that your deodorant hasn't failed. But all jokes aside, you know, this ain't looking good. You know, and if this is a distraction tactic for that whole Russian fiasco, dude, just confess to the goddamn Russian shit. Take your impeachment like a man and call it a motherfucking day. Because, you know, going to war with North Korea will give us problems with China. Will probably give us problems with everywhere else too. You know. And that's not cool. And I mean, I'm not trying to be a douchebag for the dick tips about it. You know. But, I mean, do we really need more problems than what we already have? The world in itself, about, you know, probably about 25%. I'm not gonna give it a real good estimate. This is like a really rough cut of humans on Earth are homeless, hungry, and ill. America, we don't have a bona fide health care plan. Canada has universal health care, but it has its quirks and shit too. But it's better than what we have, where we don't have that, and poor people can't get that. And as a vet, I can't get it because I'm not getting enough military benefits to get health care. So I have to go to military hospital. So unless I have a fucking heart attack, I'm screwed. And the thing is, we're one of the most powerful countries in the world. We can't take care of our own people health wise. And this asshole wants to pick a fight with some people who don't care about their own people, but want to blow us up and have always gotten a big bid for their britches. Yeah, he's friends with Dennis Rodman. Yeah, he wants to play Batman and all kinds of other crazy fucking shit that come out this man's mouth. But the problem with Mr. Trump is that, you know, this senile motherfucker's in charge. Alright? And I'm worried because of everything I've seen on the Today Show, The View, The Real hasn't come back on yet, but The Talk, all these talk shows that I've watched and all these news programs that I watch, and I'm sitting here and now he's having a problem with one of his former number one guys, Bannon, and I'm sitting here and I'm like, dude, clearly you don't have any business in the White House whatsoever. Fucking step down, resign, do something, and maybe Pence can flip the switch and try to get everything right. And stop trying to take care of your damn kids' business with this Russian shit, because the only person who's going to bring down... Nixon was brought down for less. And I believe the words, because I'm not old enough to remember Nixon, but I believe the words were called Operation Deep Throat. Now, I could be wrong, or I'm living in a time warp again, and that shit never happened, but, I wasn't around when Nixon was the president. And if I was around, I was probably in Sperm City with all the other sperm cells and eggs and trying to find out what the hell is going on in the real world. Just didn't exist for us. But, the whole concept of I used to not be afraid to go to bed at night because Obama was in office wasn't really that bad now that we think about it. And now that Donald Trump's talking about some Rocket Man, we have a button and it's bigger than your button and we're not afraid to use it. Y'all motherfuckers might want to be a little bit more vigilant at sleeping. Especially all you people that voted for him. Because if we do go to war, you guys put this guy in office without a second thought. Hey, let's vote for the you're fired guy, and we're gonna try not to run this country into the ground. But yeah, some of you guys apparently didn't pay attention. You put a devoted racist. Everybody who supported him that's coming out has some kind of connection to the alt-right movement or some kind of Klan leadership like David Duke. I'm in Charlottesville, alright? And some of them motherfuckers straight out outed him. And even his father, according to a news clipping that I read once and posted up on my Facebook page, outed his daddy for being a member of the Ku Klux Klan. So clearly if this man didn't want his kids to serve in the military, didn't serve in the military damn self, and talks really bad about veterans who have been captured in Vietnam and treated like dog shit, which is just fucked up that he didn't even offer the veteran an apology and I salute McCain because I didn't get to serve the way I wanted to serve. I damn sure didn't get to serve the way he served, and he's a fucking American hero. And what does Donald Trump do? Oh, he threatens Native Americans. He also rescinds orders to protect Native American land, and that shit was just straight revenge for that crap in '93 because he couldn't get a casino where he wanted it. So he made sure that Standing Rock suffered. Just in case you Standing Rock Lakota don't know, if you Google the '93 thing about the casinos where he goes, they don't look like Native Americans to me. I guess he expected us to wear feathers for everything except for the powwows and shit. Because, Native Americans are in with the modern world. They wear t-shirts. They wear regular clothing. They don't constantly wear buckskins and buffalo clothing and shit like that. They wear regular shit. They wear wife beaters and tank tops and support their favorite basketball. They have cable. Might not be great, but they have it. and their models, their actors. Look at Graham Greene, you know. So some of them do have modern day shit. Adam Beach, you know. Shout out to Native American actors. You guys can give me a job. Anyway, the whole point is this asshole doesn't like Native Americans, but he's running the free world. So what does he do? Oh yeah, he gets some black support by going over there and getting them out of trouble in China. Which now, when I watch Asian Boss, they're like, yeah, we're not really sure if Donald Trump had anything to do with that. So I'm like, you know what? Jimmy Carter had some issues when he was president. Richard Nixon had some issues. My man Bill Clinton, who I voted for when I first was old enough to vote, had some issues with the White House and a chick behind the podium. But here's the thing. A lot of them didn't go around making threats on a country that already just hated us to have nothing better to do. Plus, our country has a past with North Korea. So, you know, we tend to forget that the past tends to come back to bite us in the ass. And every time there's a new president, you know, someone, especially in a country like North Korea that has a dictatorship, is bound to test us anyway. And, you know, testing the waters, because, you know, after 1942, when we basically are Japan's guardians, you know, a lot of people don't understand what affects one of us affects all of us. And for this guy to go around threatening people in fucking North Korea and everything, and I'm like, you know, dude, where in the hell did you think for a New York minute that this was the best fucking idea that you could have to threaten a country that doesn't like us to begin with? And now we have to worry about, are we going to live long enough to see the next millennium, or our children? Like, I just got 3 nieces, man. I just got them. They were just born, yay, so many weeks apart. And I have a great niece, Little Miss London is very scared of me. Even more scared of me now that I traumatized her with my Deadpool mask. But, you know, I would like to live long enough to see them grow up and become very productive members of society. And I got this red-headed demon seed that don't like black people, but somehow drugged enough black people to get that black vote. And the Jesus juice that he gave them, it clearly didn't make it to Virginia. And then the women who he's talking about, you got to grab them by the vaginas or grab them by the nipples, and when you're a celebrity, there's nothing they can really do or say about it. Yeah, apparently you haven't been paying attention to Rose McGowan and this Me Too movement, buddy. But, hey, you know, you're the president. You can do what the fuck you want until they find a legal means of throwing your ass the fuck out there. And you have daughters, so you would think that you would be more respectful to young women and your celebrityhood or whatever the fuck it is. Well, congratulations for making us all have one more reason to sleep with one eye open at night. I'm James Williams Jr. This is Kung Fu Havoc number 2. Be seeing you.